We're live. What is up? Welcome to the 85th live stream of the Drag the Lake podcast, hosted by yours truly, Andy Malafrino. With me, as always, the late great Pat the Grateful Dead George. Pat, kind of wearing a Grateful Dead shirt. Not really, though.
No.
It is Zoa, Zoe Kravitz, the t-shirt. Pat, how you doing today, you piece of shit?
I'm feeling squirrely and I'm feeling girly. Let's get to all of the cool, hip music talk that we have for today's Dragons.
Even when we do the pod at 5 p.m., you still look like you just woke up.
I always look like I woke up, baby.
What'd you get into today, buddy?
Literally nothing. I haven't left the house one little bit. I woke up ridiculously early. I was up late watching the UFC with old Kirky boy Kirk Griffiths, and it's an hour and a half drive.
Capital K Kirk?
Yeah, capital K. Old Austin Kirky. He was out there in Glen Mills B-dubs with him and his friend Ray and his lady friend, and we all sat there at the table and watched Dustin Poirier disappoint me again.
Yeah, but you know, he made the biggest mistake of UFC.
What?
When you see when they're Russian and they're Muslim and they ain't got no mustache, you don't fight that fucker.
My favorite thing was when they had the face off and there was a confusing argument. He said Dustin Poirier said something along the lines of, "Hey, you know, watch out, motherfucker," or something, motherfucker. And then what's his face? Islam goes, "Hey, in my country, we don't say that. That's disrespectful in my country." And it's like, "Hey, buddy, it was disrespectful here too. We don't."
That's why he said it.
That's why he said it, was to say, because he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna put you to sleep with my fists," which is also not nice thing to say in any country. But yeah, when he insinuates that you're a motherfucker, then
those Russian Muslims crack me the fuck up because
like, whoa! I don't think you understand what you're saying. Hold on. No.
Excuse me, Mr. Poirier, top wigger. Let me talk to you real quick.
No. You're saying that I fuck my mom? No. That's in my country. That's not good. No, he's just confused, guys.
He turns to Herb Dean and he's just like, "Yo, who invited the fucking foul mouth?
Whoa, what's going on here? I mean, does this guy know my culture or not? I mean, we don't say that kind of stuff in Muslim.
No, the Russian Muslims make me laugh because they'll like everywhere they go, they're like, hold the damn phone.
Yeah,
people are doing things different than us.
Yeah,
what the hell?
And it's so funny because like you wouldn't think any other way that you could like associate them with like a woke person or something like that, but it would be like, it's like them going like, no, let me just explain to you, this is actually, I'm just gonna help you, I just want to help you grow, because like in my culture we don't say motherfucker when we're about to fight somebody, because then we're like, hey, that's insulting, and it's like, yeah, I'm insulting you.
Yeah, but when you can kill every single person around you, people start to see it your way a lot quicker.
There is like a quaint autism to it, to where they're like, whoa, no, I don't think no, that's bad.
Yeah, those guys are why it's good we have guns, because they would just make all the rules, and we can't have Russian Muslims making every single rule. No mustaches.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. That's what I meant.
Bring back the mustache.
I don't care about the Muslim part. It's just I look bad without a mustache, guys.
Yeah, we can't do this. We can't pull that off. So, I mean, yeah, we have this. It helps the jawline, yeah, but also we need this to, make more space.
So let's talk about some fucking music, dude. Yeah, I had a couple things I wanted to bring up, but would you like to start, or should I? I don't know. We don't do a lot of prep. You know what's been getting up my cunt this week?
What's that now?
And I've been mad about a genre for a while that I didn't quite know the name of, and then recently I did a podcast with shout out Miguel of Dork Court and like Kool-Aid on Twitter, very funny guy. And we were talking about a while ago when I did his show Dork Court, we recorded a Patreon exclusive episode that ended up being no audio got recorded. It was such a good fucking episode. No audio got recorded, but I forget how I brought it up, but I was talking about I was talking about how I love to listen to bands like how I got into emo music back in the day, where it was just it kind of correlates to why everyone gets caught up in sort of like if you have the ability to, a lot of people will get caught up in the victim mentality. It's
Yeah.
why music like emo music is so enticing, where
Mhm.
it's like, hey man, you're super sad, and it's not because you're a fucking loser. It's because the world's so fucking mean to you.
Yeah.
And it's like it's intoxicating where you're like, hold the damn phone.
Yeah.
I don't you'll it because it's a two I don't know enough about war to make this analogy, but it's like a two-pronged front.
Yeah.
One prong is I don't have to do anything to be better than other people. And
Yeah.
the other prong is how you feel is 1,000% justified.
Yeah.
So that's the enticing hold of emo music and shit like that. And Miguel got me hip to the genre title where he goes, "Oh, pussy begging music."
Oh.
Like, oh my god, that's perfect.
Yeah. I
And
like that. Yeah.
and I ever since he bestowed that genre title onto me, I was just like, that's what it is. Because
Yeah.
that's so much of emo music. But I always joke, so much of emo music, like it'd be so funny when all these emo bands or all these pop punk bands came out to be like, did you find out this guy like talked to young girls or fucking was abusive to his girlfriend? And you're like, you're telling me the very immature guy that just wrote a bunch of songs about how his girlfriend is seeing another guy and now she deserves to die is an abusive pedo. You get out of town right fucking now. You know what? You get out of town. You move a couple towns over because
Wait a minute. You're saying the guy who continued to sing about that well into his mid-40s,
yeah,
that same way, same energy.
yeah.
That guy guilty.
That
That's what
guy.
you're saying.
Because dude, that's so much emo music where you're like, hold the phone. You're trying to move on with your life. You deserve the fires of hell, you stupid bitch.
It's so funny that this is the subject that came up too, because I was going through all of my pictures on my phone, trying to clear it out and everything like that.
Just like deleting them, the selfies.
Yeah, just a bunch of like screenshot shit that I'm like, oh, I gotta remember that. Oh, I gotta remember like all the shit of like, oh, I did not remember this. I don't know why I saved this, so I'm just erasing a bunch of stuff.
You know what that is?
A Photoshop of us of the Law and Order Warped Tour unit thing that I made.
Oh hell yeah!
I genuinely, this is so funny. It got a little chuckle out of me. I'm like, oh, that's funny. like I know we're not the first ones to make that joke, but I was really proud of
Well,
myself.
that's like what is it? It's the fucking thing that was kind of like the Onion that Crick worked for a minute. Hard Drive.
Hard Times. Yeah, I did too.
Oh yeah, you work for Hard Times. Oh,
Yeah.
Hard Drive was their video game thing. Hard Times was the music thing, and they had one of my favorite article titles was "Band Throws All Ages Show So Girlfriend Can Finally Come to See Him Play."
Yeah.
I was like, but yeah, but I'm not even trying to come at you know the fact that 95% of the music I grew up liking was fronted by creepy weirdos. No, I I just no, it's so I've noticed how like because I don't really listen to it because I'm not like I don't get. It's probably why I shifted to listening to more hardcore and aggressive music because I think over the time I shifted from like to so it shifted from that like sad sack shit to like more of a fuck you. And that's why I shifted more to hardcore. So I've been out of the loop on the pussy begging music. And I noticed I've been, you remember that song I sent you with the fat kid being like, I got fucking tits.
Yeah.
And they're big fat floppy tits and I fucking hate them. Sha-na-na-na-na.
I don't think that was the lyrics, but I honestly, I only watched it once. But
I have the lyrics. I have the lyrics up here. Because but no, it's funny. As I'm talking and as I was giving the example of like old emo bands and stuff, I started to realize as I was giving that, I'm like, oh, the pussy begging has shifted because because it used to be so, dude, you go back, Pat, the older I get, And the more I kind of go back to take a retrospective look,
Yeah.
I'm starting to think some of these broads have a little bit of a point.
You're like one of those things that are like, holy shit, me too.
Holy shit, they're not just yapping all the time.
They're not just fucking lying to get attention. What do you know?
But yeah, you go back and like some of the lyrics are aggressive. It was so much like I remember that was a big controversy for Paramore and Hayley Williams, where in their biggest song ever, the Misery Business, where what the fuck? Oh yeah, she has the one line where you're just a whore, nothing more, something da 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 da, and then she decided to like, she decided to get on the horse of annoying feminist bullshit. Yeah. Not saying she's probably cool, but like, publicly they're like, you got to take a side politically on something, and she's like, well, I'm going to be annoying as fuck then. Yeah. And like literally, dude, it's so funny how autistic these people deal with those problems. Because I was watching a whole video a while ago. I was watching a whole video on it where she was like the controversy of the fact that she dare call women whore in one of her songs. Now, when you listen back to it, it doesn't like age well, but it's not like a controversy. It's literally like people. This is what I noticed. This is what I noticed with how any problems are dealt with. It's why when RFK says the vaccines are making everyone autistic, I go, I don't got any evidence, but I wouldn't be shocked, because it's the way everyone deals with everything, where they're like, oh, something happened. Well, now I have to go online and I have to do a big ordeal to elaborately explain it, when it's like, just sing it differently live and shut the fuck up about it. And then if they ask you in an interview, you go, yeah, I was young and immature. I don't sing that part anymore. It's just a whole fucking thing now.
And then she goes, that's pretty good. I'm going to write that down. I was young and immature and I don't use that language anymore.
Yeah. Well, it kind of coincides with a big problem I have with like, kids these days and the music scene and stuff like that, where, we talked about it with, anytime they bring up Slaughter to Prevail, they're like, did you know he used to hang out with alt-right Nazi guys? And then they always leave out, you're like, yeah. And then he apologized and was like, yo, I don't do that shit anymore.
Yeah.
It kind of coincides with the whole fact that people don't move along anymore. But I got a little sidetracked. What I realized with doing the comparison to the pussy begging now and the pussy begging in the past is they're able to like completely hound women back in the day. Now they can't fucking do that. So it's all shifted to, I'm such a little fucking bitch and I'm sad and you're gonna see how wrong you are. You moved on to that new boyfriend and he's gonna plow you out for a while, and pretty deep into that plowing, you're eventually gonna realize like, maybe I should have stayed with that guy instead of getting plowed out by.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I need to go back to that guy that was gaslighting me all the time. That was way better. That's way better than getting dick down.
Well, it was funny. So I sent you this song by this band, Games We Play.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't know, because we can't really like play the music and stuff right now, but it's just like I was going through a bunch of his music and all the lyrics are it's I don't know, it's just interesting. It's the same way I feel. Did I ever play you that band Spanish Love Songs?
That sounds familiar. Yeah,
they're a similar band, and I really like them, and I'm not trying to shit on them, but it always becomes, because every band hits a certain point where they sort of have their thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they like all the best bands have sort of they have a eclectic sound, but they kind of have their thing. Like Kubla Khan, they're a hardcore band that kind of does a little bit more rock oriented riffs. And, Knocked Loose they do all the hardcore stuff, but they're kind of spooky while they do it. They're spooky hardcore. Yeah. And, et cetera, and shit like that. And it's just some of these bands, I find it fascinating where it's like your whole thing becomes, I'm fucking sad all the fucking time. And you get deep into it, and then with this band, the Games We Play, you mix that with like I'm such a fucking piece of shit. I'm sad. And it's like overt about it. It's never kind of like being poetic. It's never kind of like dancing around it. It's like overt about it.
Yeah.
And they're being like over the top, straightforward. And then the interesting part is when you mix that with like that band, The Games We Play, it's all like, you remember Brings You Hell by the All American Rejects?
Yeah.
Remember how it had that kind of bouncy, like, or, you know, it's almost like a modernized, fluffed up version of what is it? I Want Rock and Roll. Just that general bounciness to it, mixed with like, every day I wake up, I'm really pissed I woke up, and you're like, who is this for, man? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm in my 30s and I realized being a sad sack all through my 20s was just like, oh, that didn't set me up for anything useful as a fucking adult. Maybe I'm looking at it with hindsight, just being like, this is the dumbest shit that you guys don't even fucking realize that you're doing. But then mix that with the upbeat poppy bullshit to it. You're like, is this like, are you guys turning this sort of thing into a product and a commodity? Just being like upbeat suicidal tendencies? Not the band, the thought process.
The actual clinical diagnosis.
Yeah, that's so funny. Not the band, the diagnosis.
but I feel like there's like a weird thing with like, because it can be done. And I think the best example, because it's not like necessarily does it hold up, but it's also like were you able to emotionally outgrow this? And I feel like a lot of times Billy Talent has this way of like being able to turn crazy childhood traumatic experiences into really relatable adult music that I fucking rock the fuck out to still. Like, it's not meant for the angsty teen. It's meant for the angsty teen that's now 37. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it feels like, because it's still like boppy. It's still fucking rocks. It's still all that stuff, but it's not like they're not trying to commercialize it. They're just trying to like I don't even say exploit it. They're just trying to harness it, because it's one of those things of like, there's a ton of white trash out there that is existing, self-medicating. Hi, I'm one of them. So like, so there's plenty of like, it's like, some of us can be artists. Like, we don't all have to be homeless people. Some of us can abuse substances and still have 9 to 5 jobs. We're called functional fucking addicts. So if we have impulse control and we have all these other things, but the music helps soothes the savage fucking idiot, then let it happen. But like, don't try to double down and also try to, like, it's like the same way, like when a pop star turns country, it's like this one of those things of like, you're not really this, this is your lane. I've done it. I do it all the time. A low bar is a lovely thing to find.
Wait, you've done it? You've put out feminist and pro black albums, and then you shifted to a country album?
You know I don't feel that way. I go like, send them all to hell and build a wall. But I just I don't it's one of those things that you don't have that, like, there's no genuine, like, yeah, I do believe they're fucked up, but I do believe they're double fucked up because they're just trying to go like, this is, it's like, I don't know, it's like making trauma cool. It's not fucking cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things of like, it sucks. But it's like one of those things of like, hey, let's just embrace it. Let's fucking own it. It's like, fuck off.
There's certain ones too when they're, and I'm not putting any accusations on this the dude in the band Games We Play, because I am making bold accusations off someone I just became aware of.
Not even familiar with the gentleman's name. I am going for it. Whatever you imply, I infer.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's why you're a ride or die, Pat.
Yeah, let's go. I got my name.
You're like, I will be the
it's unopened.
I will be the exclamation point on your false accusations.
Yeah, whatever you got, I double down, Daddy. Eyes closed. Let's march into battle. Let's go. Lead me.
Is that the tsunami knife?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't know. Maybe
I got your knife.
Maybe you got more knives. I don't know.
Dude. Capture the knife.
Dude, I missed the we had to change the for anyone watching live. If you're not watching live, we do these live every Sunday. Possibly changing it up in the near future. I don't know how Texas is gonna work out. If we don't need to record for 4 hours on a Sunday, that'd be dope. But if we do, we do. Either way, no, okay, we see it. Stop.
I know. I'm just trying to show you. This is my favorite part. I'm trying to get it to focus on the little right.
Oh yeah, your fucking Antifa nipple.
I like the little right nipple right here. Oh, there it is. Yep, there we go. And I just cracked my fucking camera.
Wait, try it like the all the girls on when they're doing like yeah, they put their hand behind it. Oh shit. Right. Those broads know a thing or two.
God damn it. That's two things that women were right about. We're not even 20 minutes too. Look at
that. But no, yeah, normally we do these in the morning. I gotta be honest. I'm more partial to the earlier show. But we got a dope interview over on No More Heroes, so we had to switch things around, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, no, I'm noticing. I'm like, why am I podcasting differently? It's like because you are more used to power fucking caffeine into your face and doing it in the morning.
That is true. I was butt fucked with caffeine earlier, and
less, dude. I will say the big breaths are going to be lower. I started to realize I'm 34 and daddy deals with a lot of heartburn. And I've been, dude, I'm so sad right now, dude. Coffee's like taking me out.
Yeah. I started taking like a fucking acid reducer bullshit, like the 12-hour one, like daily.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, it helped a lot. But also less coffee, less caffeine, all that shit. Like in general, yeah, it'll make you less heartburn. But hey, we're old gentlemen. We're old dogs out here. We tire once the sun starts to set, and we start to our Alzheimer kicks in, and we don't remember enough jokes about the things that we're talking about. Also, I didn't really have a ton of brand new stuff to talk about. Obviously.
Oh no, wait. I'm actually still I still had a few things to make fun of these dickheads about.
Oh, perfect. Oh, good.
I just got a little sidetracked because I wanted to apologize to everyone because I feel like I'm off today. But oh yeah, that was the other thing. So I don't know what this Games We Play gentleman has, we may find out he did a little not great stuff, but I have no fucking clue. So I'm not even putting that on him. But I'm just going like with guys like this, like we saw with, do you remember the dude Hobo Johnson?
No, who's that?
He's just he's basically like if the worst Tiny Desk Session ever was a band. It's just artsy. Like, I don't even know how to describe it exactly. It's like bullshit artsy white dude rapping. But like every time you hear it, it's it's just basically shitty drums and like a dumb synth doing, and he's always just writing songs about how the fact he's like, when I held hands with you, it was so much better than the other girls. But he doesn't like, he does like poetry rapping, which is really obnoxious. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because like, I don't know. I always feel like with every race, it should be on you to call out the worst part of your race. So that's why I'm more sensitive to shittier white dudes.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how I look at it. Like I look at this guy like, yo, you're really hurting any positive cred white dudes have gained because you suck so much ass. And he's like the cliched, when they talk about, we always joke like there's a lot of good cultural appropriation. Like I don't know, go Google Zoe Kravitz. That's some sick cultural appropriation. Right. Lenny Kravitz culture appropriated his wife's sweet Jewish titties and made a beautiful, beautiful baby.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. And we got Tex-Mex. That's some sweet culture. Sometimes it's not that bad, but other times it's when you sort of like co-op the thing but don't learn how to actually do the thing. You just sort of co-op the superficial shit of the thing. And that's what like annoys me with like those white dude poetry rappers where you're stealing the general vibe, but you didn't learn enough to do it right. And it's just, I don't know. It's another thing in general with rap. A lot of people, I'm trying to think of like specific examples, but people really grab on to rap when they don't. It's like when a public personality has hit the like last rung of entertainment, so they say fuck it, I'm gonna go do stand-up comedy. It's like people treat rap like that sometimes, when they're just like, oh, how do I do a little fun gimmicky thing to get people to pay attention to me? Let me throw a rap in my fucking song. And you're like, I don't know. It's like when I watch. It's like when I'm kind of rambling. But it's like when I watch I'm just like watching an informative video and they just throw in jokes every couple seconds, and you're like, I'm not here for that. You're not good at that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to fucking do that. And that's kind of how I feel with the other stuff. Just it's I don't know. They're kind of, yeah, I don't know.
No, I think just in general, like having like the influencer vibe kind of bullshit, like I don't know. I think it's more of I think it's kind of like, I lost the thread. I honestly lost the thread. I got lost. I was trying to keep the thought in before I wrote this note down, and I completely lost the thread.
That's okay. I was just bitching about Hobo Johnson, but no, and
cultural appropriation. That's what it was. That's, yeah. The being oversensitive about it is just kind of, it just is ultimately is just completely phony. But that was not really a point that really made sense.
Okay. No, it's fine. No, I just and also too, I'm not doing anything challenging right now, shitting on Hobo Johnson. Enough people fucking do that, but like he does this. So if you sort of take all of his shit and mix it all together, he does the whole like, oh, I'm doing poetry rap, but it all just becomes a little thing where it's like, you didn't learn how to do any of these things well. So yeah. It's like, so because when they do the poetry rap, like they're specifically not on beat, because they're like, well, I'm doing poetry. Right. So rather than like having a rhythm to it where it's like da 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 da, they're talking through it. So it's like, okay, so you're not even learning how to be on beat. Because you're doing pussy begging music, every fucking song you're doing is just you being like, you're going to regret leaving me. I hope you have fun with him. And I genuinely mean that. Nudge and a wink. I'm actually fucking hate you. You know, so all the songs lack substance. And then you mix that all with like he's had some controversies. Like he had this thing where he would like fuck girls on tour. I forget if he did it once or a bunch of times, but he at least did it once. And I'm sure, I'm sure if you get called out for it once, the odds that it was the only time you did it, like, let's be real.
Yeah.
But regardless, he was doing the thing where you'd fuck a girl and then in the middle of it, you'd like take off the condom or you'd lie about it breaking, and then he'd start fucking them again. And then it's like and then he would, have herpes and then like just give girls herpes. Yeah. So it's like, inherently this aw shucks, that's the other word I was trying to remember I had for these fucking dickheads, that like aw shucks, oh, I'm just an innocent little guy. It irks me because whenever I see dudes doing it, 9 times out of 10 it's because you're covering up for the fact that you're actually probably a fucking dickhead. You're probably the fucking guy. And this is the other example I was going to bring. There was this other band. There's not really a band, but like a dude playing guitar would sometimes go, or playing acoustic guitar would sometimes go out with a band. And he was actually, I'll give him credit, not good activities in his personal life, but he made really good music. But this was a while back called Front Porch Step. He made really good music, and then it basically came out, the dude was, I want to say he was like in his like 19 to 22 sort of age range, maybe a little later. They found out he was texting like teenagers he would make friends with on tour, and kind of I guess grooming. I have a little bit of a allergy to that word because it's so overused, but I guess it would be like grooming and sort of doing the gaslighting, manipulative thing. It all amounts to like, well, I don't want to do that to you. And he'd be like, well, I'll kill myself if you don't. Like a bunch of that kind of bullshit.
Dude, I am the grooming thing, the conflict that I think you have might be similar to the one that I have with using that, because it does have a legitimate place in the whole
Yeah.
sex trafficking, the whole assault thing, everything. But like also sometimes
the assault thing was funny to me.
the whole world of assault. It kind of
New special on PBS, The Wide World of Assault.
Wide world of assaults. You just see like a guy chasing a chick down an alley. Ba, 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 ba.
We are here at the sexual assault combine.
But no, like if you have that, like if that's if in general, like, but grooming is like technically like grooming is like also exchanging numbers and then like talking. You know what I mean? Like it's also like I groomed the fuck out of my wife, like trying to get her to date me. Do you know what I mean? Like I was me going like, no, you like me. Come on, don't you like me? And she's just like, nah, I don't know if I like you that much. I'm like, no, you like me. Come on, let me take you out to dinner. And she's like,
No,
okay. Like what's
pressuring?
Oh, okay. So I pressured my wife into dating.
No, you didn't. No, you wouldn't. It wouldn't be grooming. Grooming is more from what I understand, the proper usage of the term grooming and why it's so associated with it's usually like an older dude and a younger girl, but the roles it's an old, it's not even gender specific. It's just like an older person, younger person.
Yeah.
And it's basically them being like, it's them getting them to do stuff that's inappropriate slowly over a long period of time. And while they're doing it, they're kind of continuously being like, this is fine. This
is like my wife. She's a year younger. I did that to my wife, and she's a year younger than me.
Yeah, but no, Jesus Christ, you're so hell-bent on calling yourself a groomer.
Oh my God. I mean, not self-groomer, obviously, but you know.
Well, no, the difference is you weren't encouraging your wife, and I'm really opening myself up for an easy joke. I'm laying up an easy joke to you, but you weren't tricking your wife into doing something that was not good for her. So honestly, as I'm saying that out loud, you groomed the hell out of her, buddy.
Groomed the fuck out of my wife. I'm just saying,
you're a real bad influence on her.
I just want to apologize. I want to take this opportunity to apologize to all the listeners out there and watchers of this podcast. I'm very sorry. Please, I'll never do it again. I'll never groom my wife again.
Just to be clear, Pat's wife, you guys are like the same age, and Pat's going for the joke, but he's so hell bent on being like, I am a It was so funny how hell bent you are on getting the fucking the soundbite of like, no, Andy, I Pat George am a groomer.
Eventually, when this comes out, this is the footage I'll use. I hope you look good. I hope you like the look you got here, bud.
Well, luckily they could easily just edit me out, because honestly, they're gonna put it on TikTok, so it's just gonna be you.
God damn it!
Did you see that happen? Did you see that happen to McCusker?
What?
They were trying to blow him up on TikTok, calling him a pedophile.
What the fuck?
Because he was making, dude, it was so funny. Wait, let me actually pull it up. This is so funny. I saw it on Twitter. He retweeted it. But I guess
I was also very joking.
It's okay. Our show's a little bit smaller than Matt and Shane, so I don't think it'll get picked up the same.
In case it ever happened. I'm just saying, don't. If this footage has to be out.
He was on dude, it's so funny to have dumb girl TikTok try to cancel you and call you a pedophile. It's actually so funny. But no, he was on Theo Von's podcast, and he was making a joke saying like he was just making a joke how it's like, I guess it was apparently normal that it's normal for kids to wear shirts in the pool now. And like when we were younger, you'd be annihilated by your friends.
Yeah, totally.
So he makes this joke.
They all wear fucking shirts now. Every little kid at the beach wears a fucking sun protective shirt. It's like, let me see your pecs.
And it's just a girl horrified going. It's a girl horrified going, what?
Yeah, I think that's I mean, obviously the kid's probably like 17 and it's probably okay. You know what I mean, guys?
Yeah. And he's probably hot.
Well, definitely he's hot. He's out in the sun, you know what I mean? Pop that shirt off, kid. Got an ice cold Pepsi with your name on if you pop that shirt off.
Anyway, back to bad groomers, not like us, good groomers.
Yeah.
No, but no. So bringing up the Hobo Johnson and the front porch step thing, it's like it's this thing where it's like I have two very clear cases because this is Law and Order, or what is it? SVU Warped Tour unit.
Yeah, this is Law and Order Warped Tour unit.
Because this Law and Order Warped Tour unit, I have two very clear cases of like the aw shucks pussy begging, like I'm just a little old sensitive guy thing, being like, oh no, he's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking problem. It's why, I see this music and I just go like, who is this fucking for?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. That's the thing that intrigues me. And I guess, I'm giving an example. I'm talking about it earlier. Like I listened to pussy emo music back in the day. So maybe it is for just dudes who want to lean into the sad sack shit. But it just, I don't know. At my age now, this kind of shit gets me like really fucking riled up. Cause I think I see like, because like this dude let me read you some of the lyric, because this guy's not even like good at it. It's why I think it's like a whole decision he's making. Dude, let me read you the lyrics of this song. He's not even good at it. First off, beginning of the song starts with la la la's, just not a good yeah. And then so the first verse, which we only get 4 lines of a first verse, not even trying that hard. That's a big knock in my book. But he goes, I know what she wants, a guy who drives a new Rolls Royce every week, and I don't have a car, so I can't even drive that girl to leave. So it's just like, he just brings up a thing that's not a thing. Like, what do you mean? Like getting a new Rolls every week? Like, you're not even good at being a pussy.
This is like self-deprecating rap. Like this is crazy. This is weird. Like to be like, why bring it up? I don't new Rolls Royce every week. I think I know that you exaggerate. I think expecting someone to have to drive a Rolls Royce just to have sex with your vagina is a little weird, but
yeah, and it's like, well, I also here's my other part about this. Like, and you've lost a lot of weight, but you, like me, have grown up, being thick boys. Like you grew up, and I'm not trying to steal. I'm not trying to get stolen fat guy value. You were definitely much more of a fat, and I'm not trying to shit on you. I just don't want,
I know
you worked hard. I don't want to compare myself to you unjustifiably to take away any hard work you had. But we both grew up hefty lads. And it's this thing where, like, they really drill it into fat guys and like fat kids' heads. Like, you'll actually never get pussy ever. And you're like, no, it's actually really easy to get pussy. I'm not even trying to take anything away from mine or your wife, but like you and me, I can say confidently, like, you've had sex a couple times, Pat, right?
Yeah, at least 2 times this year.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm proud of you both.
Yeah.
But no, it's this like misconception they always feed into fat dudes that make them ungodfully self-conscious, where it's like, obviously you're not going to get all the girls. And also you should probably lose weight because it's healthier to be thinner and shit like that. And stuff. But it's like, they really power pack this thought process in the fat dudes' heads where it's like, it will be impossible for you to get pussy. And you're like, that's actually going to be farther from the truth. I've seen so many fat guys with confidence crush puss. Like, it's like, you just have to not be a weird sad sack who's obsessed with how fat you are. But you just have to be a fun guy to hang out with.
But now it's a lane. Like, that's the thing, is this is the same thing with, so I think in general, to be in the rap genre as a white gentleman, you gotta. If I
can clarify, this isn't the rap poetry rap type. Music.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, well, and to when you were talking about that, I had the thought of, like, in general, having that confidence and like doing that genre, and also not being a good rapper, but just being a poetry rapper and having the confidence of a regular rapper or anything like that. Like, to me, that's the kind of thing that's like, it's not cool, it's not artsy, you're just kind of again, that's an appropriation to me. That, you know what I'm saying, more than anything else. This sad boy stuff is the thing of like the same idea of like, not that you shouldn't be confident if you're a fat kid, like, but like if you're like if your thing is like nobody wants to fuck me, like you said, like that, like that's your energy kind of thing. But like you were obviously playing shows to probably screaming idiot women that
Dude,
are
he's
young
signed.
girls.
He's signed to Fueled by Ramen.
Right,
Like
that's what I'm
Pete
saying.
Wentz
Like,
his fucking label.
yeah, so it's just a thing of like you're not even old enough for this to have been a thing for your, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just very strange. How old is the guy?
I'm guessing early to mid 20s.
Okay, so he is, at least he's still young also. So at
Yeah,
least,
but let me read you this other line, because this is where it kind of goes into the fact that it's like this is why I think all these sad sack dudes they all seem like they're shitty guys, because they always reveal themselves to like be dickheads. So listen to the pre-chorus where he goes, once a month we clock in like a 9-to-5 job. When we do, we both keep our t-shirts on. So like,
he's talking about swimming.
But there's something. No, there's just something to me where it's just like, okay, you're being a sad sack, but also you're also complaining when you get pussy.
Also, let me see them pecs.
And it's like, but no, it's like you can't be a sad sack and then mean to your fat girlfriend, you fucking dickhead. It's just inconsistent to me.
Yeah, you can't just go like, you can't say like, if you're both keeping your shirts on, then you're obviously both, like, that's the relatable part of it. I don't know. It's also like at 20 something, break up, idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up, you loser. Like, if I was in a situation where I was at a real like impasse with my relationship, I have like paperwork I gotta do. I got phone calls I gotta make. This is literally, you just like, give me my key back.
Wait, I gotta read you this. I forgot about the chorus. The chorus is much more damning than that pre-chorus, because this always goes to how I feel about these sad sack motherfuckers. So here, let me read it. She likes to party. I like playing Atari. She's out with her friends, and I've already gone to bed. She thinks that I'm boring. I think she's way too horny. Story's getting long to me. My favorite part is gonna be the end. So you're actually telling me your girl, who for some reason wants to fuck you, even though you're a bummer and a fat guy,
like retro gaming,
your girl is fun. Like, dude, he literally goes, she's fun. She has a bunch of friends to hang out with. She's very horny all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm just bored, and I'm in bed, and I'm playing video games, and it's like, this goes to all the fucking, this is what always irritates me about the sad sack shit, is they're always like blaming other people, and it's like, no, dude, you sound like you suck ass.
Yeah. It's like he's like making up an incel like thought. Like, that's like a weird thing to say like, you know, if she's single, because like it's like a weird thing where like you see you know, like those OnlyFans broad, like the influencers and shit on Instagram, how like they can't you know,
I've heard of them.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, as you're glancing past to get back to more arts and literature, they're like, oh, I'm spreading my butt, but they can't do that on Instagram or anything, so they have to do like fun little sketches, little fun things where they're like, what would you say if I just love to suck dick while you watch the game? And it's like, that you don't love that, you idiot liar fuck. You know what I mean? Like, for like a woman he's talking about is like, she's perfect, she's fun, she loves to have sex all the time, and she supports me in all my hobbies. And it's like, that woman does not exist.
And even if she didn't, like, because the key to these dudes, like Tonye saying, which, hello Tonye, hello Derek, thanks for hopping in the chat. Hey guys.
I was just want to let them know I was
the key to like Tonye puts it out there. This guy's got mad incel energy. The key to this like sad sack incel music is they're always sad that they don't have like actual, you know, love or a girlfriend or something like that, or they lost love. And this guy's just like, hey, my girl does all the right things.
Yeah, but I'm just too busy being a fucking loser. And you're like, well, and this is what makes me think this guy is not that guy,
because it's like I go, you're not even doing it right.
Mhm.
You don't even. You're probably just a narcissist who's a little insecure because you're fat.
So there's there is again I'm not even saying that these people don't exist, these pussies, these whiny pussholes, right? Like there's a dork
We're reading
pussy,
lyrics for him right now.
but he's a fake
That's yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a phony,
That's what I
he's
just said,
he's a
yeah.
different kind of dick that, well, that's what I'm saying, but these people do exist.
That's
So
what
that's
I'm
what
saying.
it is no matter
What I'm
what.
saying.
You're
Sorry,
saying
we were
whether-
both
yeah.
we were both trying to out. That's what I'm saying.
No. But what I mean,
No, I hear what you're saying, but you got to understand.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying.
okay, I just heard what you said, but it was pretty much what I said like a minute ago. I said that a minute ago.
Allegedly, go on.
But if you have the same energy with like the person that he's making up is so lazy and not a real person that it's like, oh, you really definitely are an incel, but you want to play as an incel that gets pussy. But when you do get pussy, you allegedly mistreat it, and because you don't know how to handle pussy because you never get pussy. So like it's like it's one of those things of like, wait. So you could be singing about the kind of pussy you actually are and like actually emote, but you're like, no. I get so much pussy. It's terrible.
It was the part where he goes, I think she's way too horny. You're like, you're not even doing this right, man. Because there's no dude in even the biggest sweater wearing NPR fucking pussy you've ever met in your goddamn life. He's never once said like, I'm getting too much pussy, man.
Hey, if genuinely, from my experience, if a woman is very horny, they're better at sex usually. So it's like one of those things of like, it's not even like, oh, she's horny all the time, but she's really terrible at sex. It's like, no, you're probably getting sucked off while you're playing fucking Atari, you dickhead. Shut up.
Yo, even if
it doesn't, it's not real. See, I keep falling for it. I'm getting angry, but he's like, it's like a weird Inception troll from like a weird Inception troll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even sorry, I got distracted by another topic I wanted to bring up. No, even I don't even remember. Oh, that's what I was gonna say about a horny, like even a horny girl who's got no moves.
Yeah.
Like if she's enthusiastic, she's gonna stumble upon something that is fun for you.
and they're usually willing to learn. So it's like one of those things of like, if this was a real relationship that this young man had, he fumbled the fucking bag. And he doesn't know how to handle pussy when he gets it, so he should stop singing about it.
Yeah,
that's about how terrible he is at handling pussy.
Well, that's the part that just irritates me so much. I go, you don't even deserve this pussy, sir. You're not even doing good. Like, because it's like with pussy begging needs to come like talent, and you're just not displaying it anywhere.
Well, that's what I was saying about the like the confidence of the white rapper, the poet rapper, like this is the same thing of like, you need to actually have experience being a pussy that got picked on that doesn't get pussy or dick compared to whoever you are.
Well, and sorry, and the poet rapper shit too annoys me because it's so low effort. Like part of me kind of wants to get into poetry because I I want to read good poetry because I am currently of the like the naive opinion I could probably just, first draft bust out an entire poetry book. You know what I mean? Because it's like I used to write lyrics all the time when I was younger, and I know how to write lyrics and formulate it in a way that feels interesting the first time you read it, but it would probably have no substance because that's how it would come out of my fucking head and shit. But
Atari, and I'm not sorry.
Pat, here's $1 million.
Stop sucking my dick. Stop sucking my dick. Stop sucking my dick.
But no, dude, that's so funny with the snaps and the jazzy. Stop sucking my dick. No, because I literally think I'm of that I've never done it. I think it's super fucking easy opinion. I want to read like good poetry to see if there's actually something there or not. But no, but for I'll say this. You know, I'm sure there's lots of great poetry out there, but for a guy like Hobo Johnson, he's probably like not that Hobo Johnson.
I like it.
He's probably dude, I was playing shout out to the boys I was playing Fortnite with yesterday. And the
Like
one
literal
dude,
boys, like actual boys.
yeah, the shout I was grooming them.
You're grooming the boys.
I was grooming them.
Allegedly.
No, I forget. I apologize. I forget his name. I see him at shows all the time, but I'm really bad with names in general. But I always laugh because he had the most fucking Delco Philly accent ever. And I gotta be honest, like you hear it a little bit, but if I'm not hanging around like Ryan Foster or something, like I don't hear it that often.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing him talk in my headphones. I go, oh yeah, people talk like that, like all day, every day.
Hey, man, Johnson.
Hobo Johnson,
Hobo Johnson.
fucking pussy, go Birds. And I was like, yeah, dude, people talk like that every day, all day.
Speaking of silly talk, I have an update, just a quick update before we get into the next subject, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I had a Boogie with the Hoodie sighting. Remember?
Huh?
Boogie with the Hoodie? Remember we talked about that guy and I just couldn't get over how silly his name was?
Oh no, you texted me. We didn't talk about it on here, but yeah, you texted me because you're like, that's the stupidest name ever.
I thought for sure we talked about it on here. We didn't? Really?
No, you messaged me on you texted me because you were like listening to his song for some reason. And you got really uptight about his song, or you got really mad about his name.
Boogie with the Hoodie is a crazy name, but he was at UFC 302 or whatever this weekend.
Oh, really?
And I was just like, because they're like going to first of all, they did shout out to Joey Diaz. They fucking showed Joey Diaz as like one of the celebrity cams, which was pretty fucking cool.
Pretty cool.
And then they were going around the thing. Then they did like Trump or something like that. And then they did like Boogie with the Hoodie. I was just like, oh, look, there's Boogie with the Hoodie. And I was like, hey, I actually know that guy. I'm familiar with that dickhead.
He actually had a really good song back in the day called Drowning that I remember. It got popular for a little bit. It was one of those that had like a really good chorus. So you'd probably hear it a bunch on TikTok or something and kind of like, and then you checked it out and you're like, oh, this is actually pretty good. But I couldn't tell you a second or third Boogie with the Hoodie song.
Pussy so wet, gonna drown. Right?
So you know the song.
Yeah. Boogie
Ouch. Oh, I forgot to bring this up last time. I had an update on or I don't even know if it's an update, but it's just a warning to anyone who wants to go. Oh, what up, Bricks?
Hey,
How you doing? Bricks does some dope edits all the time.
What up?
If that's what I'm remembering properly. No, he did he did an edit of, if you saw the thumbnail for the last episode of Panties.
Yeah,
it was all of them doing the handguns. Yeah. And then he did an edit where it said Panalina's Angels.
Oh yeah.
He did Panalina's Angels, and we were all, shout out Bricks, we were all talking about it in the group chat because he gave Panalina a midriff and it got all the boys bricked up, myself included.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he made Panalina looking good, but and then he photoshopped my face onto, but like he created this, like, because Gardini was on the episode, and then he created this Gardini Andy love child, and it looked lovely. This isn't it, but this was the reference thing.
Oh yeah.
Here's the picture. Bricks posted it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Panalina looks very submissive and breedable, as the kids say.
Is that the Sean Yu hybrid?
Yeah, this is the Sean Andy love child. It looks pretty
like
sick.
Me.
What?
It kind of looks like me with a mustache if I was skinnier.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like all of us. You and me would look a lot more similar if I wore glasses.
Or I didn't. Huh?
All right, maybe my theory was wrong. Oh no, I wanted to update you guys, or just as a PSA, to be very wary of going in the pit, because we did the whole tale of me getting my black eye and everything.
Yeah.
And I finally got the emergency room bill. I'll tell you this much. It's not cheap to get punched in the face at a tsunami show.
It is a good thing that you are moving to Austin because that would have been really a pain in the ass to have to pay that.
What?
You're moving to Austin.
You still have to pay stuff?
No, you don't live here anymore. You don't have to pay the bills.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The last water, gas, any hospital bills.
No, you're right. Bills don't transfer over. I
Yeah.
should be good.
You don't pay your student loans, do you?
Uh,
Retard.
yeah. Yeah, I'm a retard. Go ask Lemaire how getting a credit card's going.
I got one.
Yeah. But no, they actually fucking no, because he got actually yeah, never mind. That's private stuff.
Yeah, that might be private.
I just realized it was private stuff. Well, no, it was
Social security number is
no. It was public. It was public news. They pardoned a bunch of student loans, and Lemaire got lucky in that mix. And I was like, you fucking lucky piece of shit.
I was kind of hoping they did it to mine too, and just didn't tell me. Maybe
we'll go check them.
Where do I check them?
What?
Where do I check them?
On the website for the student loans, and if there's money there, that means they didn't pay them.
What's the website for the student loans? Do you know?
I just all right. Okay. All right. I'm done.
Are you worried about how irresponsible I am sometimes?
No. Just constantly getting punished for doing the right thing gets exhausting. But anyway,
that's really bad.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate this existence. Hopefully it's aliens running it. Because if it's not, this is a sad existence.
So you guys, you went to the emergency room. You're planning on paying this bill. Is it how? So essentially, it's essentially like you got taken to the emergency room after you got dinged up in the pit. And then when you went to the emergency room, they just fucking worked you over again. Because is it thousands or is
it's rough. It's rough.
Multiple thousands?
It's not cheap. We don't have to get into it. It's not cheap. I'm just as a cautionary tale. That's the part of having fun times in the pit you forget about. You're like, oh yeah, if I actually need medical attention, you're like, our healthcare system's a scam, so it's not going to be fucking cheap. Because the worst part about anything you do, it's similar to like whenever I go to the fucking dentist. You go to the dentist, and I will give my insurance that I have props. They cover a lot, but it's like the amount that's still left over. You're like, what? How is that much left over? You know what I mean? It's like they cover. Like I remember there was a couple times I'd go to the dentist, and my insurance would cover 2/3 or more of the bill. And then there'd still be like $1,000-something left over. And you're like, why the fuck is it $3 or $4 grand to begin with to do this one tooth?
You know what? This is going to be a weird Pat thing. I have a feeling you're going to probably think I'm an idiot, but
I've never felt that way once. Wait, I got to address Tony. Excuse me, Tony? Said maybe next time you'll man up and just put some ice on it. No, I had to get. You want to know? Actually, I'll be sure. You want to know the real story?
I want to know.
My fucking wife yelled at me. I came home bloody as shit, and she goes, "No, you're going to the emergency room." And I was like, "Okay," but no, for real though. I needed to get my face glued up, and they used $2,000 glue. So it's So
I have a weird thing where I went to the walk-in clinic when I had that stomach virus that I had a while back.
You went to a special clinic to learn how to walk?
Yeah. A walk-in clinic. Essentially, it's basically.
Oh, I thought you said walking clinic.
No, a walk-in clinic.
You were just that fat. You didn't know how to walk.
How do I walk again? I need to get back to my French fries. No,
How do I walk back to my dessert?
How do I walk back to my French fries?
So here's the problem. I'm done with my third dinner at Old Country Buffet, and I want to go get a cupcake, but I don't know how to do that.
So I get down to Old Country Buffet, and I ate myself into the chair, and I can't get up. How? I went to the walk-in clinic, and they didn't give me any kind of medicine. They weighed me, which was very humiliating. They took my temperature anally by request. I also talked to the nice nurse lady, the technician or whatever, about all my symptoms. The doctor came in and was just like, "Yep, it's probably nothing. Stick to bland foods." And I was like, "Cool." And she's like, "All right, yep, see you later." And I was like, "All right." I left. As I was walking out, I stopped at the desk and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Can I use like?" I was like, well, "What do I owe?" Or "What's the bill? What's the damage?" I have my care credit. And she's like, "Oh, you're fine today." And I was like, "All right."
Wait, what'd they do to you?
Nothing. They didn't do anything to me. That's what I'm saying. It's like, so I was like, okay, so no charge. Okay. So I I went home, and then a couple weeks later I get a bill for that visit. And it's like like a couple $100, I think, almost $500. And I was like,
Wait, say again what they did to you?
I just went in for a checkup at the walk-in clinic because I didn't have, like
Oh,
when you don't have a general practitioner, you have to go to the walk-in
did
clinic.
you have insurance at the time?
Yeah, I have insurance. I have care credit too. Like I have a credit card that that helps me pay for any
Well,
copays
so
or shit.
that's the problem with insurance. Like I remember one time I went to the dentist and they go I had to get like a couple like a crown or two or something, like one of the many times I had to get a crown or a fucking root canal because my teeth are terrible. And they go, the lady hands me the bill and she goes, this should be the price. This is about what the price will be. And I was just like, wait, what? And yet, no, they have to like converse with the insurance companies and do all this shit to like decide on a bill. It's not just like, this is what this service costs.
That's
It's like the insurance company bullshit that they have to like decide how much the bill. Now, the estimate that they gave me was more or less what it ended up costing. But the idea that like that day they don't know the amount. So I'm just going based off my personal experience. Maybe did you say you went to urgent care, right?
Yeah, I guess that you would call
going off my personal experience with going to like urgent care. Honestly, I haven't been to urgent care in a while. I forget how they do it. But yeah, no, that was the thing with the hospital. I went to the hospital and then like 2 or 3 weeks later, they just mailed me the bill. Oh, and then here's the funny part. I called the lady up because I'm like, all right, this is a lot of money. Let me try to like, because I've heard you can be like, can I get an itemized blah, blah, blah? And they go, all right, we took half your bill off because all these numbers are fake. I've heard they like do stuff like that. Yeah. And then there was also a thing on the bill saying like you can do a payment plan. And I was like, can I do a payment plan? She's like, yeah, for 3 months it'll be this. And then she just stops talking. And it was like,
oh, there's just the one payment plan.
Well, no. Here. No, listen. So she goes, if we break it up into 3 months, it'll be this much every month. And she just stops talking. So if we can all extrapolate, a big number divided by 3 is still 3 big numbers. So I go, can I do it over 6 months? And she's like, yeah, 6 months will be this month. And I go, those are still some big numbers.
Yeah. That's like, why are you doing it for so much? Oh, well, that's the convenience fee.
And then I go, no. She's just doing math. She's just dividing the number by 6. Oh. And then I go, can I do a year? And then she's like, yeah, it'll be this. And I'll be like, I guess I'll do that. She's like, all right, cool. Have a good day. Bye. And I'm like, what's going on here, man? Like, there's not this lady can just decide how to break it up. There's no procedure here or anything. It's like, dude, because every time she'd be like, this is what it is. And there would just be dead silence. And I'd be like, I'm already bad on the phone. I'm just bad on the phone. I don't know how to, like, if you've ever hear me leave a message, it's like, is this the first day this dude learned how to talk? Yeah. I don't know why. I'm just bad on the phone and all that other crap. And then like, she just stops talking and leaves it all up to me. And it's just like, you ever have a conversation with someone and you go, this isn't how conversations usually work. Why does this feel odd? Like it felt like she was an alien impersonating a person and the alien sitting there like, I'm doing a pretty damn good job. And I'm only picking up slightly on the fact that it's like, something's off about this.
Yeah. This guy seems weird, but you're just like bleep blorp. Yeah. I think there's a weird disconnect sometimes with those things because they deal with people like, So my brother all the time would argue with people trying to call and collect with like bill collectors and shit like that, whether it be for the house that he bought or any of these other places that were like, hey, can you please pay some money on your we gave you hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a house. Can we have some of that back? And he's just like, sorry, I just need once I find a big bag of money, I'll contact you. But for the time being, I need to buy insulin. And then he eats 2 lunches. It's like, dude, it's not their fault. Stop yelling at them. So I understand if they're like, yes, we can do that. I also didn't call you any expletives. Please don't scream at me. Yes, I promise. They're probably just anything that you are willing to pay, we will take it. We'll take it. What do you want to pay? $1 a month? Okay. Yeah. No interest. Yeah, whatever. As long as we'll set that up. We will sign a contract right now, please.
I started laughing too because I go, dude, I should literally just go, can I do it over 10 years?
Can I? I would do this. Can I just not pay it? Damn it.
Damn it. He got us.
Jerry, you got another one. Yeah, I'll transfer you.
Usually no one ever asks if they could just not pay it.
Damn it. I thought I had you with the 6-month thing.
Yeah, but yeah, it was just don't go in the pit. Everyone get out of the pit. It's bad.
Yeah, it's gonna really have you lose faith in your health system.
Oh my God.
If you go into the pit.
Well, that's also the other thing too, is if we could go into No More Heroes for 2 seconds. That's always the funny it's why you never get anywhere on any normal people don't ever get anywhere on any political topic because they always have a very strict binary they argue in between. Yeah. Where you'll have people who criticize these more socialist countries for their inefficient healthcare system and this and that. And then they'll go to ours and you're like, yeah, but the only other option is ours. And it's also really expensive. And you're like, I remember I had this realization a couple years ago because I was arguing with someone about it because it was tripping me up. And I go, wait a minute. They're both bad.
Oh. Nobody gives a shit about their citizens.
Well, because that's the option. The options are basically you get free healthcare that's really bad, eventually, maybe. And then if it takes long enough, they'll be like, do you want to kill yourself? And then the other option is you get pretty good healthcare. Also, it's gonna be, everything you saved up for the past year, that it's gonna be that.
Yeah.
It's going to be that.
But it's also again, then just don't pay it, man. They're not going to take your health back, bro. Memes aren't true. Memes aren't true. Anytime you see that thing where they're like, oh, the dentist, anytime the check of the card says decline and it's some guy just beating the shit out of someone's teeth, that doesn't actually happen. They will just go
does that not actually happen, Pat?
We're going to sue you. It's yeah, go for it, motherfucker. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay a lawyer too. Yeah, let me get more money out to pay. You fucking idiot. This country is ruined, and I am absolutely part of the problem.
Yeah, it's okay.
But not a big part.
We were all definitely no. Honestly, too, it's really it's like how whenever they talk about the environment, and you're like, you're hurting CO2 levels, but then you'll be like, what about Taylor Swift who takes her plane to go to fucking 7-Eleven? You're like, no. It's you getting same day shipping and using plastic straws that's hurting the environment. It's not this bitch flying all over the place.
Right. And you think about it, it does even out. If you really think about it, it's a hilarious comparison, but it's also one of those things that you go, Taylor Swift, she does bring a month or year's worth of revenue to some of these cities a lot of times by bringing her concerts there. But also the Amazon thing is they're also coordinating it so they're delivering other packages. So they're not just bringing this one thing here to me, they're putting other things on the plane.
Yeah,
I hate when they do that. That's the same thing when I found out companies that make you feel bad, they try to put all of the responsibility of recycling on you. And then I try to recycle here in my neighborhood, and my recycling service is like, not good enough. And they're just like ripping the bag open and pouring it all over. And I'm like,
Just shoving cans down your throat.
dude, they're just like ripping open these bags and pouring them like halfway on the ground, halfway back in the
Dude's yelling like, "You did it wrong! You did it wrong!
You can't do it. You didn't fully rinse this out." It's just
Well-
one of those things that like it's like, all right, dude, I don't recycle anymore. You're right. Fuck it. Because either way, it's getting thrown away.
Legitimately, and I'm no expert on this, so don't take what I say as gospel. I know you guys take everything else as gospel. Don't take what I say as gospel, but from what I've gathered, it's like, dude, it's so ironic. Like when they go to Davos to talk about climate change and shit, it's like one dude flying to Davos does more to affect the environment than if I just everything I ate, I took the packaging and threw it.
Yeah.
Like I could literally
into a seal's mouth.
Yeah, just swoosh, just Kobe right into a seal's mouth. That's the part I get. And dude, they do it with everything, and it drives me up a fucking wall because it's just because all the like people up top are doing so much bad shit.
Yeah.
They have to just constantly make normal people who are barely affecting anything feel bad about shit because it distracts you. It distracts you from the fact that it's like, dude, you're not even remotely close to the problem. That's why it's like, I never like, you ever see a communist? They'll make, yeah, thank fucking
never
God.
in my life, Andy. And if I ever set eyes on one, I'd set them straight.
Yeah, well, no, they'll like shit on people who are socialists, and then they'll be using a cell phone. They'll be like, "Oh, you're mad about capitalism? Well, you own a cell phone, so you can't talk about anything." And you're like, I mean, you can still complain. I'll defend. Like, they're allowed to have a fucking phone. Like, there's no Joe Rogan's talked about it. There's no way to get a fucking guilt-free cell phone. There's no way to get like a guilt. But I have to feel like a dickhead because I'm fighting for the wrong thing. But according to you, this thing that is now a necessity for me to exist in modern reality, it got made through a different political theory.
Yeah, it was. These are not conflict minerals. Everybody consented to mining these minerals. It's like,
Yeah,
no, they didn't.
it's
But
just like I think socialism's the dumbest thing ever. But like dumb socialist commies can have phones and like not like you don't have to bother them.
But that's the thing is like if once you start nitpicking at somebody else's thing, don't like then you have to realize everybody's thing is wrong or dumb at some point. It always gets to a point where there's something that's wrong or dumb about it.
Well, it goes
always. Every
back
religion,
to what I
every
was.
politics, everything.
God, I really can't guess when you're gonna stop talking, and that's on me. I gotta learn you better.
Sorry.
No, that's my biggest problem with talking to you is I always go. You have these like little moments where I think you're gonna stop talking, and I jump in, and you're like, "Actually, Andy."
What if I do this?
Yes, dude.
And over.
You gotta do this and scene. Yeah, man. This political shit. Did you have a thing? Do you have a music thing you were gonna bring up?
No, Aquabats have a new song out that was pretty good. That's pretty cool. Like actual new music that they're putting out. It might be maybe another tour. Maybe they're gonna do a nostalgia tour coming up. I predict maybe not the summer, maybe sometime in the fall, probably, I would assume. Maybe
Yeah.
no albums coming out. I did literally no research on this. I saw that it was on my new music. Also, I don't know if this is music necessarily, but I do through Spotify now. Andy, I'm reading a book.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm listening to a book currently. But it's a really smart one, I think.
Okay.
Also, I found that other one that you said was for ADD or something.
Wait. Are you just talking about listening to an audiobook?
Yeah, that's literally where I'm at.
Because I have other things. if you're just gonna tell me you started an audiobook, I have other things.
No, the new music I have is the Aquabats, and anything else that I've been listening to has been just audiobooks. I didn't go to any shows. I watched the UFC. What have you been up to, man?
No, I'm trying to look. Did you see the shit with the Grateful Dead were playing at the Sphere? Have you
Yeah.
seen the Sphere?
Yeah. Well, not in person, but I have seen like the Fish Show was a real big hit. I heard. U2 was the first one, which apparently is like I don't understand their choice in the bands. I guess maybe just because they have super huge followings that would like over time be able to continuously sell out, because I know they say they have to have 4 or I think like a week or so worth of shows to make it worth loading all of the information for each show. So like I don't know who's designing each thing, but I would assume.
I apologize. I just
Didn't
found the
give you
clip.
the I did not give you.
I just found the I just found the clip. So I wasn't paying attention. No, great joke. Let's just move past it. But
Let's ignore the joke. But I found the clip though.
I was getting distracted. But no, that the thing you said about loading in the shit for a week, that was intriguing me. That's why I wanted you to say it again, because I was missing it because I found the clip. But what was that?
They so like for each band that is doing their tenure there, they have to have like a tenure there, not because it's like some weird Vegas rule, but at the Sphere, the amount of time that it takes for them to load the information, it only makes sense for them to like have this many shows to kind of compensate for like it just makes sense.
Oh, I never even realized that. Okay, so that makes perfect sense with how long it takes to actually upload the shit. You're like, to make it financially viable, like we need to have this much time. Oh, so that makes sense. Yeah, because U2, I remember I thought the same thing you were kind of getting at, where you see like the first band to start out at the Sphere was U2. And guys like us, our first impulse is like, who the fuck cares? And then you're like, oh wait, no. People actually like U2, right?
Yeah.
But I got to be honest, it's hard to tell because they haven't been I feel like they haven't been culturally relevant in a while. And the last time I remember U2 being culturally relevant is when they forced their album onto everyone's iPod.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I've been almost, but I guess U2's kind of established to the point where, if they're like, oh, we're at the Sphere, enough people are, because U2 to me, I'm trying to think of the proper, it's like any Vegas show, because I feel like a lot of Vegas shows, with the exception of like I know people get hyped for like Celine Dion, or like when Britney Spears was there, people get hyped for that, but like, okay, so like Siegfried and Roy, people aren't like sitting there going, oh, I hope he does the fucking this at the show. They're not sitting there, they just go, I know that. Yeah. We should go to that because, and I wonder if U2's a similar thing at the Sphere, where they go, I know U2, popular or whatever the machine is pumping it into my head that U2's a big, great, awesome, amazing band. Like, we should go see fucking U2. And then you mix that with the fucking Sphere. Because I'll give the Sphere credit. I've watched some video of it. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I would literally go see any band. If I got, like, I hear it's expensive as shit, so I don't know if I'd necessarily pay for it at my current financial state. But, like, I would literally, if I got tickets to the Sphere, I wouldn't care what band was there. I would just go for the experience. But the reason I wanted to bring it up is because I saw some of the shit there. And I got to be honest, even if like I'm stone cold sober, and this popped in my head because it was Dead and Company were there recently. Anon Emus was saying Del Calo went. Yeah, I was seeing Del Calo posting about that. Shout out Del Calo. Saw one of those two and talked about it on Barley's show. Spoke pretty highly of it. Yeah, I might want to check that out because I'm really curious. Like, although the Sphere is impressive, technological, advanced, yada, 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 this and that, it just, like, going to it just seems fucking overwhelming. So this is like the thing I saw, like when the big skeleton guy popped out, and that right there is like 20 stories high, and it's an like, dude, this one got me.
Yeah, this is a little crazy.
it's so bright and aggressive, and then you pair it with the fact that, like, you know, a lot of these people are probably on some mushrooms or some acid and shit, where you're like, dude, is that? I don't know. How would you feel about this, Patrick? Because
So go ahead. Sorry.
no, I feel like you'd go fully zooted. I would think.
I would zoot up for sure. I'd zoot myself in a little zoot suit. But this is why you can't wait over a week to fucking have another band there. Like, what the? This is the reason they had to wait. Like, this is. You're right. Like, overall, in the scale of things, it's pretty cool, I guess. If like you're into this, if you have to be on drugs, this is you're living in a weird like fucking like Sons of Anarchy meets Lisa Frank world.
Here, let me just clarify. It's not just a dude on a bike the whole time.
No,
It's like a
Uncle Sam uniform. Hippies.
it's a lot of different things. So it's
Yeah.
not just the skeleton on the bike. It's like a bunch of different things and shit.
But they have cool things. They have don't they have a drone part also? Or no, is that not this? Like that I think I think Fish had drones. Fish had like a drone like part to their show as well. This is pretty cool. The paint by numbers.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like,
wasn't it a fake drone thing though?
oh, I don't know. Actually, you're right. Yeah,
Because when I saw U2 the U2 shit, so like from what I've seen here, they're not utilizing necessarily the 3D element of it, and the U2 thing was wigging me out because they had this like landscape up, and it really looked fucking real.
I have a feeling that this is going to turn like into like a realistic version of this. Like there's going to be like a landscape thing of this because honestly, if this is the imagery that they fucking used, I would be so fucking angry because like again, unless I was on drugs, but because then I would be like, oh, this is cool because drugs rule. But like, okay, here we go. We're in the Matrix now. Nope, it's just a hippie. I think there's. I think
it's just Bob Weir.
The birds are pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Like that effect. So like there's aspects to this that are really cool to me, but like it's I think so. U2, you're right, is a thing. The appeal to that is like, oh, I know that thing, I'll go. But it's also like the Sphere is like co-headlining each one of these shows with these bands because you're not watching the band very rarely unless they broadcast them on the Sphere. You're going to see the Sphere.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
What?
No, dude. I'm typing U2 Sphere and I swear to God I did this. I typed the S and then I just wrote the word queer. Like a what? Dude,
you know why, Andy? Because U2's square, dude.
YouTube, they're fucking squeers.
U2's square, dude.
I'm like typing it. Why are you typing out queer? Oh, that's man, hilarious.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, here, okay, this is a good one. Yeah, because this is what U2 was. Oh no, it's just us. Our stupid.
Can you type that though? Can you put in U2's square and just put?
Yeah, we'll try that.
Happens. Maybe not. Maybe not live. That would.
Yeah, we'll try that next.
Off screen. Was it who? Okay, so this is U2. Is this the thing where they have like the desert landscape?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty trippy.
Yeah. And look at all the phones. You know, it's pretty cool. But that's how we're seeing this, guys. All right. You got to have your phone out.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Danzig.
This is a landscape. Honestly, you know who should play here? Danzig. And you know what? On the Sphere the whole time, it should just be him. Just him on the fucking Sphere in front of everybody. 100,000 feet tall, looming over him. Put your phones down. Live in the moment, pussies.
Nah, dude, it needs to be like FY. What was the Florida Hardcore Fest? FYA Fest, where just, dude, nothing, just lights on whole time.
Yeah, lights on, no matter
hardcore
what.
Show, lights on, hardcore show.
So if you were to see, what do you think? What band? I think I've already got my answer. Sorry, I came up with it as I was asking the question.
Oh, you're gonna do the thing. You're gonna do the thing I do is you ask the question then answer it.
No, I already have the answer. So, but I'm gonna let you answer first, just to see if you have a similar one. But what band do you think, legitimately? What's the heaviest band that you see headlining this?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say who do I want to go see? Heaviest band headlining it?
Realistically, because like obviously it would be pretty cool
Yeah.
for us to see like Kubla Khan and fucking like Guar or something.
No,
like
no,
that.
I get what you're saying. Cause like the dumb answer is like, I want to see Kubla Khan play it, which like, all
Yeah.
right, they're not. And honestly, Kubla Khan wouldn't be fun at this.
Yeah,
You'd want to go. You'd want to go see them with a pit.
yeah, it would be really cool to see like a tid the season here. Like if it was Every Time I Die got together and they did it in the Sphere, it'd be, you know, that they would make, like, with the artistry and the shit that the effort that they put into it, they would make it worth it. But
So
realistically, who do you think the heaviest band would be that could headline the Sphere?
So I want to do two answers. I want to do heaviest band and what would be the ideal band I'd want to go see.
Best I can do is 1.5, but you can give me 1.5 answers.
I mean, I'm doing whatever I want. If I were just seeing what the music landscape is right now, I'm guessing that the heaviest band to play the Sphere first is probably going to be Metallica. Just based off, because they're like the heaviest band doing the biggest touring right now, I believe. If I'm thinking about it correctly, I can't imagine a band that heavy. They're touring the biggest, and Metallica could fill up the Sphere for a week or two.
Oh, Andy, you stupid fucking bitch. How stupid of a fucking bitch could you be?
I don't
Obviously, the answer is Tool.
know, dude. Ugh.
I know. I agree with you, but it's the right answer because they have.
No, wait. Tool's gonna be the first heavy band there.
They're going to be the heaviest band that plays there, I feel like, and I feel like
I thought you said earlier the first heavy band to play there.
the heaviest band that you think could headline, because I'm thinking maybe a System of a Down, but like I don't know if they could. I don't know. I mean,
it would be Metallica before any of those bands.
even before Tool, you think?
Oh, definitely. Because Tool's not mainstream.
Yeah, but they still pack like fucking arenas and shit.
Yeah, but you got to think too for how high of a level the Sphere is. It's on much more of a corporate thing. You know, are they just gonna let Tool in there showing dicks all over the Sphere and shit like that?
Wavy dicks, like wavy, cool, like weird tribal dicks. You know?
Yeah, but like, is Tool touring right now? I'm just saying, like, Metallica is significantly more culturally relevant right now than Tool. I just would see them playing that way before Tool gets in there.
Even before you think, I don't know, somebody like, I couldn't think of a more ridiculous, Primus.
Yes.
I was trying to think of a really ridiculous one. It came in right at the buzzer. I like that one.
I guess Tool's still touring.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't. You love to get cocky when you're accidentally
Right.
on. Well, I don't know what you're right about. When you're in the vicinity of a decent point, you get real cocky.
Why don't we bet
On what?
who headlines the Sphere first, Metallica or Tool?
It's Pat. It's
Bet. Oh, fucking bet, dude. I got the fucking bum horse. Give me odds too.
No. I'll completely bet. It's just like the confidence you have is retarded.
I know it's getting you nervous. Why don't you bet your whole entire life? Bet your wife.
I'm not gonna do that.
And your cats.
I'm not even Pat. I've never been less nervous about anything. Like it's like
really?
no, it's actually like stupid. You think Tool would be there before Metallica? I'm just saying you pushed me to this place, Pat. Let's be real.
I haven't heard any kind of terms being laid down on the table. Obviously, you're going to give me
terms. You're frustrating me. Is Tool Tool before Metallica? You're being illogical. You're not. You're existing on your silly fat man realm.
I would have never have thought that the Grateful Dead would have done before Metallica. If you asked me before,
that's because
I would never have asked that. Not even Grateful Dead, by the way.
Well, that's not even actually. But yeah, Grateful Dead over Metallica is substantially more of a toss-up than Metallica or Tool.
Oh, all right, now you're raising your voice, and I'm starting to feel a little bit angry.
You get a little stank in your voice, and it's completely unearned, and it's frustrating.
That's my problem, and I'm very sorry that
Yeah, stop doing it.
I meant to imply an excessive amount of skank. And I want
You
you
to
to
get the
know,
word right. I said stank, not skank.
I said skank.
You're a dumb fool.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're a dumber fool for getting fucking fooled by a fool, you fool.
No one got fooled. You just need to know things before you hop into a knowing things conversation.
Bet money. $3 million. Bet me.
Yes. Okay. Deal.
There it is. It's legal now.
$3 million.
Little did you know that Tool just announced that
If I'm right, you have to start. If I'm right, you have to start paying off your student loans.
Oh no. That's lame. I will never do that.
Oh man. What else was it? Oh, I was actually really more curious. Past your dumb point. Sorry, that was really rude. I'm being silly. If anyone did that to me, I'd spaz. No, I'm actually way more curious who you would like. Who would be your ideal band to go see?
Oh, like if it could be anybody, or like still trying to be realistic.
No, ideal band.
I would have to say,
If you're funny, you'd say Tool.
Metallica, but like
But that's unlikely.
but unplugged. I want him to crack that sphere open. Let's have a day show. I think I would want to see probably, honestly, I feel like it would have to be like a big, like, I think it would have to be kind of like a festival, either the August Burns Red kind of like Christmas thing, or the Tid the Season kind of lineup, like a little mini festival. But it would have to be
No, just a band. A band.
Just one band.
A band, yeah.
Gwar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gwar would be really good.
Yeah. I think Gwar would like,
dude, and outside of the fucking screen, like blood, you start getting shit. Dude, I didn't even think about that.
yeah, like cum dripping down the egg of the outside of the sphere, like just it looks like a alien eyeball dripping cum or something like that.
Yeah, Gwar would be really fucking good. I had a couple in my head. I don't even listen to him that much, but Coheed would be really cool.
Yeah, I think they would fucking really do a lot with that.
Because all their songs are like a whole fucking story. So the visual component, like the music's really good, and then the visual component would go crazy.
Tenacious D would be really fucking cool to see there.
Tenacious D would be really good.
Damn, that would be really fucking. I want to see Tenacious D there. That's my number one. Sorry, I changed that.
No, that's a good one. Tenacious D's a good one. Yeah, and then some sort of like prog metal band, like Protest the Hero or Between the Buried and Me would go really hard there. Because like in my mind, it's like what band would pair up really well with the visual element? And also if you're going to the Sphere, like I'm probably gonna like the show's gonna be 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm more thinking like a prog band would be better than, I'm not like I love like any of those hardcore bands, they rule, but I'm not trying to watch them for 2 fucking hours. You want a band that can kind of like Animals as Leaders would go really hard at the Sphere.
And like somebody like you would think, right? You would think somebody like Rage Against the Machine or something like that, but it would just get, after a while, it would get so fucking old and so preachy that you'd just be like, stop showing us fucking war footage. We get it.
You're like,
Bosnia,
oh my God.
yes. Okay. Chechnya. Okay. Fucking South America.
I would just turn to you and just be like, hey Pat, that's the fucking third blown up kid. I'm gonna go get a fucking corn dog.
Yeah, do you want anything from the concession stand? I'm gonna go look at shirts.
Word.
On your end, I think Run the Jewels would probably do a lot with it too. They would be a big spectacle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Run the Jewels would be a really good one.
Aforementioned Aquabats I think that's a little too big for them, unfortunately. I feel like a dickhead saying that now because the joke was always very minimalistic, but Gwar always felt bigger than they were. Like they were doing a lot with a little, whereas Aquabats were doing a little with a little.
It's really funny. No, you just got to imagine. You got to really think about that, like video element. Like I'm trying to think. Like you were talking about Aquabats. I'm thinking ska bands. I was just talking to someone about this. That's right. I was at Pet Shop in Jersey City. Nate's old show that Alex Grubar and Alex Nicholas are running now. Well, they've both been doing that for a while. Grubar's been doing it forever. Nate just left recently. But I saw in the wild, I saw a Big D in the Kids hat, which I literally stopped the guy and I go, I just was like, sick hat. Never see those in the wild. And yeah, like a band like, so they're in my head, a band like Big D and the Kids Table, you know, their energy isn't like this big multimedia production. They're a band you go see in like a small club.
Right. Yeah. There's certain bands that like you only seen in small clubs that you know like could do way more with a bigger venue or a big thing like that. I think, and like I said, I said the Tid the Season thing, but like Every Time I Die would be the band that would like with the visuals and stuff. I feel like I'm still kind of on the fence. It's like I don't know if it would be cool, but also like I would hope that they would do like joking with it. You know what I mean? Like not just make it all serious or something like that, but they would have a mix. I feel like
that's the problem with, and there's like, I'm even thinking about bands I love, like Kubla Khan, Every Time I Die, Knock Loose. The only problem with bands like that is even an hour of that band is a lot. That's why I always feel like the hardcore festivals are the best avenue to see those bands in. Because a lot of those bands, Every Time I Die, I could do a whole hour with easy. But a lot of those bands, once like, dude, that sweet spot I feel is like 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, Can you imagine 2 hours of Knocked Loose? You'd be so exhausted.
2 hours of Devil Wears Prada would be like, all right, okay. You know what I mean? Like it would just be like
and it would have to be a lot of their industrial bullshit they're doing now.
Oh yeah, it would be a lot of those visual. You know what I mean? Like it'd be just too much. Oh, like if we're going a little bit more mainstream, like a Rob Zombie. We're just naming bands that would be good to see there, but Rob Zombie or like a Marilyn Manson would be cool because maybe they'll just show like dicks on the outside, just be like as a protest. It'd be kind of cool, you know. Not Rob Zombie so much, Marilyn Manson, but
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we gotta, I want to like hit the bathroom real quick before we do this interview at 7. So let's wrap it up here, guys and gals. If you're watching live, you can mosey on over to the No More Heroes channel. We having a dope interview. It's going to be a really fun fucking time. We're going to talk some MMA and some conspiracy and some jiu-jitsu and some Donald Trump and maybe other things. Yeah. So thank you for hanging out with us. Thanks for listening. Thank you for watching. Check out all of our shit. If you're, like I said before, if you're watching live, come over to the No More Heroes channel. Hang out with us. We love you all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.